Hello guys, Vizurish bringing you another Total War Warhammer replay with commentary. For today's battle we have the forces of Kislev, who are being led by Tzarina Katarin on top of her polar bear. Have to say, I really didn't like Katarin as a lord, but and I think this is her first showing in my channel in a multiplayer game, but I have to say I really enjoyed picking her for the army, and she has some teeth and some good stuff to use, especially against Khorne. I think that's why I picked her. For our opponent we have forces of Khorne, who are being led by Skarbrand the Exiled with his two cultists of Khorne. Their I don't know, their banners look so much more awesome. I mean, their hair looks more awesome than what they have here. I don't know what that is, but yeah, I was kind of disappointed by that. So let's talk about the armies and see what we have here. For my front line I have 2 units of light war sleds. They've got some nerfs, but yeah, you can't not bring any chariots in this matchup for sure. We have 2 armored coasters with great weapons. I was afraid of armored units that my opponent might bring, which looks like he did. Yeah, Chaos Warriors of Khorne. And Zargard with great weapon. These guys don't have shield, but you don't need it in this battle. So yeah, that's a good pick here, I think. And for Katarin we have her Stand Your Ground, Frostfang, Ice Sheath, Frost Blades, and Heart of Winter. This spell is pretty decent, even against Khorne with their magic resistance. We have Frost Shield, Arcane Conduit, her Crystal Cloak, which is pretty decent. 31 second damage resistance is pretty good, and that's it. So for our opponent, let's see. For the cultists we have the Icon of Endless War and the Summon. The other one also has the same item, which I think is a mistake. I don't think they stack. They don't give 2% vigor vigor back. But yeah, for the rest of the army we have some Chaos Warriors of Khorne, 2 of them, and 2 Spawn of Khorne, which are a pretty decent unit. For Skarbrand, I think he has everything. Let's see: Slaughter and Carnage, Fueled by Rage, Frenzy, and his 2 abilities, active abilities, Wrathful Reaper and Rage Embodiment. So let's just play the game in normal speed and see how we're gonna deal with this army. War sleds are pretty safe in this matchup, even against the Flesh Hounds and other stuff. So we're just gonna go in, try to get some shots in, doing some decent damage to Skarbrand, but at this stage I think all of the shots missed. Yeah, he's going over this carcass, this skeleton, and he's probably gonna come down here. We'll see. For now we're shooting the second best target here. We're going after Spawn, already killing one of the models, and I have to say these war sleds do a lot of damage. Look at this. This is insane. That was pretty great. So moving back with my units, I'm using Ice Sheath here to slow these guys down. 31 speed on Spawn, and the Chaos Warriors are literally walking, so that's pretty good. We summon the unit of Streltsy to shoot the Spawn as well, but here they come, the heavy hitters of Khorne army. Skarbrand going after Zargard, killing 4 models here, and I think cultists are going for my Streltsy, which is a pretty smart move. I think both of them summon their units, which is a bit overkill. That happens sometimes when you have 2 cultists selected and use the summon. Both of them do it, so keep that in mind. We use Frostfang on these 2 units, and yeah, that was a pretty nice cast, doing decent amount of damage to the Chaos Warriors of Khorne. And some Furies coming down, going after the Streltsy, which is pretty annoying. I think my opponent overdid it a bit. You don't need 3 of them to go after your backline, but they have some support from Bloodletters. And I think this is another, no, never mind, this is Skarbrand's ability, which he casted probably. So the war sleds, Katarin and the Patriarch are going after the Furies. I summoned Patriarch as well, using Thor's Battleheim and Silax Lullaby, which heals all of these units, and yeah, they give them a lot of damage. Look at that melee damage on Streltsy 73, which is pretty nice. They can fight back, and we already are making these Furies disappear into the warp, or whatever the name of the Warhammer Fantasy equivalent of Warhammer 40k Otherworld is. So the sleds are free, they're shooting Scarbrand. My units are doing decent. They're losing obviously the armored Cossars, and these Zargard are losing to these units, which is understandable, but we have some spells. Patriarch and Tzarina were able to deal with the cultists, but when I went for the other one, Scarbrand start killing Tzarina, so I have to be really careful. Fortunately, oh, never mind. I was going to say none of the hits go through, but that one did, and I think, yeah, that did around 1000 damage probably, which is pretty scary. So Katarin trying to run away, another unit of Furies going down here, trying to stop the Streltsy from shooting. Another really heavy hit on Katarin, so I have to keep on moving and use spells here. I think I used an ice sheet. That's why Katarin has her crystal cloak, which I have to say probably saved Katarin's life. I had it up here when Scarbrand was hitting her, and here when he went for a back charge there. So that's pretty nice. The sleds again trying to stop the Chaos Furies from going after my backline, and I think I summoned a unit of Warbearer Riders here because we need some anti-large. We're doing some decent damage to Scarbrand, and I think I'm using a Heart of Winter here. And let's just slow down a bit. I wanted to show you guys. This spell hits enemy units, but it doesn't hit your own units, which is insane. I thought the AoE damage is going to do some damage to my own units, but because these guys were so damaged and my opponent had more units here, I decided to go for spell that does damage to my own as well. That right here I was trying to move out of it, and I think I realized that this spell doesn't do friendly damage when I was watching the replay. So again, Scarbrand going after Tzarina, but I think we have our crystal cloak active, which is pretty nice. Katarin is rampage, which is not good for me. Patriarch though trying to save Katarin, used the Silex Lullaby here to give a bit of healing back to Katarin, which is pretty nice. The bears are trying to stop Scarbrand from killing Katarin, and overall it looks like we're doing pretty fine. We have a lot of our units here, and after 5 minutes I'm trying to capture other points here, sending some armored Cossars to capture objective number 1 and 2. But right here I use the Frostfang, and with that I think we're gonna be able to kill Scarbrand, and after that I don't think my opponent has a way of winning this game. Yeah, he lost all of this, and this I have to say this game felt like land battle for sure. None of us went for objectives. We were just going fisticuffs and trying to win the battles here, then after that probably go for the objective. But yeah, pretty fun. Let's see the values our units were able to accrue. Katarin with 80 kills, pretty nice. 15k damage dealt, nearly 2k damage value, pretty nice. This unit of Zargard did pay for itself, the other one not so much, but the war sleds did great. The armored Corsairs did fine. Let's go for the other one. Warbears didn't took any casualties, and they were doing fine. And I have to say, Patriarch, one of the best units in the Kislev roster with his items. I gave buff to other units and gave them melee stats, and the buffs you guys are familiar as well. So pretty decent performance from the Kislev army. Let's see the enemy's army. Nearly 2k damage value on Scarbrand, not bad. These two, this one did really well, did fine. The Chaos Warriors not so much. Let's see. yeah, we didn't see any flesh hounds, which is pretty weird. You need these guys. These guys usually pay for themselves pretty easily. So that's it for this battle, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I would really appreciate it if you consider leaving a like and subscribing. I also have a Discord server. If you guys wanna play with me, train, or I don't know, send me replays to cast, you can find the link in the description of this video. So that's it. Catch you all later. Bye.